All right, listen up, because we've got to talk about a huge threat that's happening right now across the whole crypto space. And no, this isn't some what-if scenario. This is a live, large-scale attack, and honestly, it could put your funds at some serious risk if you're not paying close attention.
So let's just dive right in. This warning isn't coming from just anyone. It's straight from Charles Guillemet, the CTO of Ledger. Yeah, that Ledger, one of the biggest names in crypto security. Look, when the tech chief of a company like that sounds the alarm, you know it's the real deal. He's basically telling us this is way more than a simple bug. It's a full-on, coordinated attack targeting the very foundation of how crypto software gets made.
And the scale here, it's just mind-blowing. Get this, 8 billion. That's the number of times these affected software packages, think of them like poison building blocks, are getting downloaded every single week. What that means is this malicious code has probably wormed its way into a massive number of apps, websites, and wallets. Basically, the whole JavaScript world could be affected.
Okay, so we know this is a huge deal, but you're probably asking, how does an attack like this even happen? I mean, how can one hacker sneak their bad code into so many different places all at once? Well, it all boils down to a specific type of hack called a supply chain attack. And the analogy for this is just perfect. Really helps it click. Think about it this way. In a normal hack, a thief tries to break into your house. Simple, right? But with a supply chain attack, they don't bother with your house. Instead, they go way back and poison the flour at the factory. Now, every single baker who buys that flour, and in our world, the bakers are software developers, they unknowingly bake that poison right into their bread, and then they sell that bread to you. The attack happens way upstream, which makes it so hard to spot.
So, the way this attack unfolds is both really clever and, frankly, pretty terrifying. First, the attacker gets control of a trusted developer's account. Then, they sneak their malicious code into that dev's popular software packages. Before you know it, crypto wallets and apps from all over are updating their systems, and bam, they've unknowingly pulled in this infected code. And here's where it gets really scary for you, the user. You go to send some crypto, you copy-paste an address, but behind the scenes, the malware silently swaps that address with the attackers. You hit confirm, thinking everything's fine, and just like that, your funds are gone. Sent straight to the thief. It's totally invisible.
So this all leads to the big question, right? The one you're probably thinking about right now. Am I at risk? With an attack this widespread, who exactly is being targeted? Are your coins in the crosshairs?
Okay, so as of right now, we know the malware is specifically programmed to look for and swap addresses for some of the biggest cryptocurrencies out there. We're talking Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Tron, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. So yeah, if you're making transactions with any of those, you are a direct target.
But what if your favorite coin isn't on that list? Good question. Let's use Cardano, for example. The good news? The malware isn't swapping ADA addresses, at least not right now. But, and this is a big but, that doesn't mean you're totally in the clear. Cardano projects could still be using these infected software packages. And maybe more importantly, the attacker could easily update the malware tomorrow to add new targets. So really, nobody can afford to relax here. Vigilance is absolutely key for everyone.
And this whole situation really drives home the massive difference between wallet types. Let's be blunt. Software wallets, the ones on your desktop or phone, are at super high risk right now. The malware is on your machine, and we don't even know everything it can do yet. Could it be stealing seed phrases? It's possible. Now, hardware wallets, like a Ledger or Trezor, are a lot safer because they sign transactions offline. But you're not totally immune. The most important thing, and I can't stress this enough, is that you have to check the address on the physical screen of your device before you hit approve. You just have to.
Okay, so we get the threat, we know how it works. Now for the most critical part of this whole thing. What can you actually do right this minute to keep yourself and your crypto safe?
For every single crypto user listening, the advice is straightforward. Step 1, pause. Seriously, if you use a software wallet, the absolute safest move is to just stop making any on-chain transactions for a little while. Just hold off. Step 2, verify. If you have a hardware wallet, you need to meticulously check the address on your computer screen against the one shown on your little device screen. Every single letter and number. If it doesn't match perfectly, you reject that transaction immediately. And step 3, check. Go to the official social media or website of your favorite wallet and see what they're saying. Look for official updates.
And hey, for any developers out there watching this, you guys are on the front lines. You have 2 big jobs. First, audit. Go through all your project's dependencies and check if you're using any of these compromised packages. Second, update.
As soon as a patched version is available, update immediately. It is so critical to get those fixes out to your users as fast as you possibly can to shut this thing down.
All right, so we've covered the immediate danger and what to do. But let's just pull back for a second and look at the bigger picture. What does an attack of this magnitude really mean for the future of crypto?
And this question gets right to the heart of it all. I mean, the whole motto of this space is don't trust, verify. But what happens when the very tools you use to verify are the things that have been compromised? How are you supposed to verify anything then? You see, this attack isn't just about stealing crypto. It's an attack on the very idea of trust in the open source foundation that this whole world is built on.
And here's the bottom line. This story is far from over. We're still figuring out just how deep this rabbit hole goes. At the end of the day, this isn't just another hack. It's a massive stress test for the entire ecosystem, for its security, for its developers, and for the awareness of every single one of us. How everyone responds to this, well, that's going to say a lot about where crypto is headed. So please, stay safe out there and stay on top of this.